So one of the more unique features on the Woodsman bow origin knives, and also the STV and the Frontline, is this saw guard. Now, it's made out of Kydex, but on the inside is a magnetic strip. So it stays on the knife, which is really handy when you're wanting to do carving or something like that, and you want to protect your fingers from that sharp saw. But there's another use for it that Alec over at Easygoing Outdoors came up with the other day, and also a small modification to the knives themselves. Let me show you. In my little Altoids tin, my little Bob Ross tin, I always carry the Allen key that fits the bolt on the handle for the Woodsman. Now, Alec came up with this really cool idea, and Kevin told me about it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. If you were to remove these bolts right here, that one off, that one off, flip this over. What I've done is taken the Dremel and made a little groove right along the inside of the Promali, and placed a little bit of my beeswax mixture and pressed in a couple needles. I think this is a great idea because, one, the needles are protected, they're in wax. Two, this adds no weight and doesn't diminish the strength of your scales at all. They're not going to rattle around, and they're always there just in case you need them. All right, so let's take this little small needle out real quick. Just like that. In bushcraft or, survival situation, needles, just like this little sewing needle right here, can be invaluable. If you've got thread, or if you can make thread, you can use it to repair your gear. If you've got a splinter or a thorn in your hide, the needle works really good on getting it out. But there's another task that this needle can accomplish that Alec brought up in conjunction with the saw guard. Okay, let's remove the saw guard. And right here is the metal strip. And we're just going to move everything in the same direction along the metal. And according to science, this should turn the needle into a compass. Let's try that out. Okay. It's turning. All right, this over here is north. Let's see if it stops. Nice. Okay, so it's touching the side of the plants, which is messing with it. Let me bring it back over here. Let's see if it reorients itself. Yeah, there we go. It shouldn't go any farther than that. Now, if I bring metal near it, oh, look at that. I think that's a success. Okay, very cool. So I know from experience that that way is north. When I get back home, I'll put a picture up right there of a comparison between redoing the experiment again next to, I've got a nice Silva compass. We'll try that out. But if you're trying to find cardinal direction, that seems like that's going to work just great. Uh, I just found another handy thing about having a magnetic strip. Uh, as I was putting my gear back together, I accidentally dropped the needle in the jungle. That was very handy. I found it really fast. So just another use. So I'm aware that a lot of you guys understand land navigation, and understand also that a compass without a map is kind of a limited resource. So what is the point? Why would you want to have, a kind of a makeshift compass just in case? I've got two reasons. One, if I know the area that I'm at, then I might know that there's a handrail, or let's say a river, a road, a beach line in a cardinal direction, something I cannot miss. Having a compass will at least give you the north, south, east, and west, and gives you a general idea of which direction you need to go to meet that handrail. The other reason is if you're traveling and you're trying to stay in a straight line. In some areas, in some terrains, going in a straight line is no harder than looking at the mountaintop off in the distance and walking that direction. In areas like this, trying to go in a straight line is a nightmare. It would be very easy to end up making a circle on your dominant side. A big, long, useless circle on your dominant side. So having something you could get cardinal directions with fairly easy. I've dug a hole in the sand, put a leaf on top of it, cupped some water, filled it up, and throw another leaf, and then the needle. I at least know what direction I need to be going. So that's my two reasons of why having a compass, or in this case, an emergency compass, could be very handy, even if you don't have a map. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you, Alex, at Easygoing Outdoors for the fantastic idea, and maybe it inspired you guys to do some modifications of your own. As always, stay safe, take care, and God bless.